Greetings, love bugs, lovers of animals, lovers of the mystic, lovers of nature, and possible tribal connections. I've got a copy of the Mystic Shaman Oracle here, and this is the guidebook, and I'll be showing you more. I haven't gotten to work with this too much because I was in the middle of a class with Lucy Cavendish when I picked this up because I didn't want to miss out on it, and it was at my local Barnes & Noble, so I picked it up. I really need to get more acquainted with my local New Age / pagan store so I can buy from them. But I'm really liking this matte, kind of unique way they've done the guide. The creators of the Mystic Shaman Oracle are Alberto Villado, I don't know, Colette Barron-Reid, and Marcilia Labos. Sorry for slaughtering anybody's names. I just haven't seen them before. I do like the setup of the book, though. It's not colored pages, but it is a nice bold page. And then it has the essence of what is there, the invitation, and the medicine. And yeah, so that's kind of a neat way to divide up a meaning. And then it has how to ask a question, before that a 1-card reading, a 3-card reading, and then something called the hidden treasures in the medicine wheel. It's a 4-card reading. So they keep it simple and give a little bit, like there's messages from the authors, there's an introduction. As I understand it, there's some different paths, the Sioux shamans, some other tribal people that they've taken some of these symbolism and ideas from to help create this book, this oracle, this guide, and something about the double motion of the oracle. So that's talking about symbols are alive, and reading them is like following a jaguar tracking the scent of a rainforest, leading us through thick brush into the clearing. Okay, when you start talking animal language to me, you are talking my language, because that's how I think about us as beings. To me, we are animals. We are animals just like every other being that is birthed or hatched or slithers or swims or flies. We are not much different than the rest of them. We might consider ourselves more advanced, but I think of us as more needing the tools that the animals don't need, because they've evolved so much that they survive with themselves intact. They create shelters for themselves. They have inventive ways of getting the food they need, but they don't need clothes. They don't need tools to eat their food or catch their food. Although we do know some, things like gorillas and monkeys or those types sometimes use tools, and that's supposed to show a high sign of intelligence, but I'm not a scientist, so whatever. I've just always felt that animals who can live in nature without needing as much comforts as we do are technically more advanced than us as far as I'm concerned. But that's another story altogether, right? The box is gorgeous, as I'm sure you've seen out and about. I do agree. I do like this new move to these flip boxes, making them usable, and when you store them on the shelves, it looks just like a book cover, a hardbound book cover. It's awesome. Now, this is also one of those ones that has a ribbon to help pull the deck out, which is lovely and makes that a little bit more usable. And it has a nice little quote here saying, "Before there was time, before there was language, there was the sacred symbols." And I think that's awesome. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to actually reading the journal, or the guidebook, I should say, properly. Getting a better idea, but I'm just doing first impressions, kind of. I've looked at it once through, but ooh, even this little box, more mobile and usable for travel. It's nice, very nice, way cool. Hay house. All right, the cards, it says inside, the cards. Lovely. And we have, oh, and in here with the ribbon, there's also in the back the same little branches that are in the base of the main one. It's in here too. So they're carrying on the theme with the branches and the trees. I like that it says the cards. Yeah, I like the inside. This looks nice. Okay. So, and then there was this sleeve. This is kind of nice because it took all the advertising aspect off the main box, but you can still keep it, you know, all together nice and tight if you want, but you don't need necessarily all the barcodes and all the pricing type labeling stuff on there, because it's in the book, and it's actually only a bit on the box on the top. And it's not on the bottoms of the inner box, so that's kind of interesting. So I'm not sure if mine is in order because I believe I looked through this before and I was kind of like picking out my favorite ones and showing some, and I think I showed someone on a live stream. I didn't mean for it to be a walkthrough, but it kind of showed quite a bit of the deck. So I'm just going to try to quickly show the cards, okay? We have the Witness. Again, these are not in order at all. The Witness. And what's really cool is the details and the layering and the really involved. And I love the tribal, like very hunter-gatherer, tribal and Native American, or, you know, just native living look of these people in here. So very close to nature, so connected and otherworldly. Some I feel, this one's called The Wild Woman. Sometimes I feel when I'm looking at these, whoops, this side. I gotta get on my left hand side. Okay. Sometimes when I'm looking at these, I feel like I'm looking at more of a spirit person or animal. And other times, or like here's the wind. It's like almost the energy and the current of the wind or the subject in here. There's an animal in the background. It looks like a bird. And then there's a lot of movement and just so many layering things going on there. Every time you look at these cards, especially some of them that have more layers, you see a slightly different shape or form, and it can add or shift the meaning, I feel. I love the realm or elemental cards. Water, wind was the other one, water. Oh, Vision Quest, so very Native American or just native. Again, I haven't really gotten to go through the book yet, aside from just kind of seeing what sections there are and kind of dipping just when something caught my eye. Upper World, I love these cards too, the upper, middle, and lower world. The life tree for me is, there are so many different tribal and elder cultures that have worked with the elder tree or the living tree or the Yagrazell or the tree of life, all these different concepts. There's almost a human form or just a, you know, a conscious form aside from the tree there, if you want to put it that way. It's just, I love trees. They were our shelters, they were our fruit bearers and nut providers, you know. They're very interesting to us, and other animals depend on them. The Time Master. I like the infinity symbol that's kind of on his chest there. I love that kind of circling impression in the background. That's really cool. Time Master. Thunder. Ooh, the bison. This is definitely, this first part is probably the cards I pulled out that I said these are some of my favorite images. Thunder. Imagine the bison trampling in the sky, creating the thunder sound. Taming the wind. Taming the wind. Yeah, there's just so much going on in these cards. Beautiful deck. The backs are just as beautiful. Very well done. The Sweat Lodge. Oh yeah. Falcon or hawk in the air by the Sweat Lodge and the person walking in. It's interesting because the shadow shape does not look like the woman walking into that lighted opening. If you look at the shadow, the shape is nothing like the woman. It's almost as if you're seeing an ancestor through her shadow or something else. Here is the sun. I have to have my TV on in the background because it helps with the lighting in the room. Otherwise, it's kind of dark in here. Or yellowish lighting. I really hate that. So sorry for the flickering or anything. It's just the easiest way to get better lighting in here. All right, the standstill. To me, it looks like meditation, standing still, stand still. Take a moment. The staff. Oh, love the staff. I think it's way cool. Here is the spiral. The spiral's one of my favorite symbols. That's my tattoo of spirals. Love spirals. Soul retrieval. I'm gonna go fast. There's around 60 something cards. So the sorcerer. Right. Here's Asian influence. Smoky mirror. So this has definitely taken sources for more ancient teachings from around the world, South America, North America, Asia, I think even possibly Japan in some cases, Africa. This looks more Native American to me, the seer. Puma and the hawk or predator bird involved. The sacrifice. I really like how the whatever is in her hand is like being accepted or dissolved by the spirits right out of her hand, just taking it back, taking the essence and everything from it. It's intense. I like that. The sacrifice. Here's the rattle. This is one of the tools of the shaman or the dancers who talk with the spirits or set the rhythm to help go into that mental space to get closer to the spirits. The rainmaker. Usually it's a dancing thing, a rhythmic pattern dancing thing. Excuse me. This is the rainbow. Rainbow is pretty big in certain cultures. Pachama. I actually knew something about this when I was younger. That was one of the reasons I was very excited to get back into the study of shamanic or Native American medicine type stuff. The owl. I really like the owl. It has so many layers. Mystic shaman. Ooh, it's like a spirit. So much going on there. The moon. I love the moon. Moons are usually one of my favorite cards in the deck. Oh, another tree, middle world. So, yeah, so they had upper world, middle world, the living tree. I like that. There's the medicine wheel. You see snake, I think an eagle, a hummingbird, and a jaguar or panther. Something like that. And 4 directions labeled onto it in different colors. There's many paths. Oh, look at that. You can see some energetic current. Ooh, and a human figure in shadow there, as well as the paths in the sand. Very cool. Multi-dimensional almost. Magic. Luminous warrior. Luminous. So yeah, a gorgeous deck. I have a lot of studying to do. Oh, the lower world. So you have the upper, the middle, and the lower world. And it's like cavernous and layered. It almost reminds me of like a fairy hiding place or elven. So beautiful. So much lovely things to spot and contemplate in the card. Lightning. I love this one too. There's almost another human figure in that if you look close enough. It's so cool. Here is the journey. It's way cool. Jaguar. Always find a jaguar. Hunter. There's bear. Feathers are really big with the native peoples. Almost any tribal people. Well, not all, but a lot of them, I would say. And I don't even say, I think I said of all infantry. There's many and quite a few. Hummingbird is one of my mom's favorite animals. Holy Mountain. See another form amongst the, yeah, there's like another form amongst the crags there. Heart of the Sky. Beautiful. Giveaway. Or yeah, they usually call it the giveaway. It's not just an average giveaway. The Ghost Dance. I used to love participating in sun dance at our local summer events in Paradise and Chico. The Gathering. Reminds me of harvest time. Yeah, The Gathering. So beautiful with all the pumpkins. Gorgeous. And then we have Flow. Movement and flow. Fire. Oh, these are so gorgeous. Such rich color. Earthkeeper. I really do love layered pictures. Earth. Definitely feel that earth. So cool. Stop sliding. There you go. Eagle. Gorgeous eagle. Drum, or the drum. Holding it up in the sky like an offering. Maybe to emphasize the sound. The curse. Ooh. Probably not the best card to see in a reading, but we'll see. The crow. Oh, yay, crow. I wasn't sure if we'd see crow or raven, but crow makes sense. Coyote. It makes sense as well. The council. That was really beautiful. It's antlers with feathers. It's kind of neat. Corn. Completion. Oh, the snake grabbing its tail, yeah. Four directions. Looks almost like a heart or something in the center there. Very interesting. The circle. I think my camera's having, it's focusing, but it's having issues with background. Beloved. Blade. Now, Beloved is really cool. Because you have the heart in the hands, but then you also have like emanating circles of current around that upper part of the picture. It's kind of neat. Here is the child. I find it interesting that there's some moons or earths on the side there. That's kind of cool. Beauty Way, dragonfly here, and the lotus below, the blue Beauty Way. The Ancient Ones, sorry, correction, Ancient Ones. Way cool, way cool. Older. The Andean cross, I'll have to see how that's pronounced. And here's the arrow. So gorgeous deck, vivid, lovely colors. The backs, yep, they are reversible. At least to me they are. There's enough similarity I can't really tell a difference, honestly. So I feel that they're reversible. Yeah, I think so. So lovely deck. I'm afraid I haven't read much of the book to tell you much, but again, there is the lovely ribbon to help you leverage it out of the box, and the cardstock. I love a matte finish because of how shiny decks can be, and I tend to do video readings, either here or on Purple Ocean, and so it's kind of cool. I love the look of it fanned on a table. I think it's going to be lovely. And the size, even though it's big for me, I'm kind of used to larger decks, but it is quite sizable deck. I think it's bigger than the average tarot width anyways, for sure, if not height. My largest deck right now is actually, even though it's not in cards, but in size, is the Lunar Norman, and this is not that big. Nowhere near that big, okay? It's like, yeah, it's not that big. So, still really chunky, gorgeous deck. It's matte finished. It looks beautiful, spread out either way. And I think it's going to be wonderful to work with. So, tribal deck, ancient symbols. Let's see, what else did they say? This is a Hay House publication for this year. The table of contents is very well laid out. There you go. It has everything, it looks like. Author, about the artist, about the author at the end. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay. It has messages from the author's introduction, how to work with this deck, and then it goes straight into the cards, and they look to be in alphabetical order mostly, except for the thes. They start with the A and go through. And yeah, that's good. I like that. But they also have numbers, so that also simplifies when you're looking up things. And it gives you a number of pages separate, so that's cool. And if you're into numerology, you can always do that fun stuff with the numbers on the cards for extra meanings. And the double motion of the oracle. Let's see. Oh, they also talk about the law and synchronicity, that this mystic shaman oracle offers a doorway into this realm of the sacred symbols. When you consult the oracle, you summon the power and wisdom that can help you understand the present, tale, the past, and influence the course of your future. While our modern culture tends to look for meaning in the visible, in the realms of things, or the realm of things, people in ancient times looked for meaning beyond the visible. Ooh, sorry, my stomach is still. I never know what my stomach's going to react to. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff in here. I mean, it's not huge, but one thing I do like is when they at least give a spread to show about the position they're talking about, putting a spread in. One card you don't really need to show a position, but when you get even a 3 card, but 4 or more, you never know what they're doing with that. I've seen one as a wave, and I wouldn't have known that unless I saw what they were doing with it. I do like that the size, plenty of space, and I like that there's details, but I like that there's not like lots and lots. With an intuitive deck, I like a little bit more freedom after their initial, like an initial touch on a few areas, and then freedom to kind of explore it after that. But I definitely would want information on the symbols. There were some I wasn't familiar with, just a handful, I think, and then the rest of them. I kind of remembered them, but it's been a while since I've studied a lot of shamanic tribal stuff, and some of it totally not cultures I'd had a chance to study before. So I'm really looking forward to exploring this oracle and the new cultures and spirituality it's going to introduce me to. I hope you found this interesting. Please give it a thumbs up or down if you like, and consider subscribing. I'm planning on doing more than just deck reviews, but the more input I get, the better my videos get. So thank you for taking a peek at my first impressions and share of the guide and such of the Mystic Shaman Oracle. And I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you soon.